10 YouTube hiking channels you should be watching. UK edition. When you are unable to get outdoors, do you find yourself on YouTube watching hiking and camping videos? I know I do. Here are 10 UK based hiking channels I continuously find myself watching. Now, please be aware, this list is not a top 10 and is in no particular order. It has nothing to do with subscriber counts or video rankings. These are purely channels that I personally recommend, that I have subscribed to and have gotten the most out of, be it education or entertainment. Some of them you probably already know, and for the ones you don't, I hope you go and check them out. Dave's channel has really started to take off recently. Hailing from Shropshire, England, Dave is one of the most genuine and friendly guys you'll find in the UK hiking and camping community. In fact, watching Dave's videos feels like being out on a hike with one of your best mates. The channel covers general hiking and has some great wild camping content, as well as gear reviews and guides. I also highly recommend his night navigation videos if you haven't already seen them. Dave's passion for the outdoors is obvious, and his enthusiasm in every video is a pleasure to watch. Embrace it. Also, I imagine if Dave was here now, he would also want me to give a shout out to another favourite channel of mine, a Shropshire lad, with whom he collabs with on a regular basis. Andy, aka Head for the Hills, aka Hermit Hill, is definitely the most unique character you will find in this list. With close to 200 uploads and videos dating as far back as 2004, there's a very healthy mix of outdoors content on the channel. With his irreverent Monty Python-esque humour and his refusal to never take himself too seriously, Andy's videos have often had me in stitches, yet all the while they still manage to remain informative. Sadly, Andy passed away in February 2019, a sad loss to the Scottish hiking community. To this day, people still debate whether Hermit Hill was a character Andy was actually playing. I guess only those who knew him personally can answer that one. This weekend, instead of watching a box set on Netflix, why not watch Andy's series on the Scottish National Trail? There's only one word I can possibly use to describe this channel. Lovely. Summit or Nothing follows friends Trevor and Nate on their backpacking and camping journeys, predominantly across the many hills and tors of Dartmoor. I've been watching their channel since almost the start, and it's a joy to see how much it's grown since then. Another channel that's packed full of banter, Trevor and Nate are the perfect double act, often filming themselves simultaneously to catch all the witty interactions. It's not all joking about though, there's some cracking scenery to be seen, as well as some honest and touching moments too. My personal highlight from the channel is the video Why I Love Backpacking. I won't go into detail as I want you to go and watch the video for yourself, but I will say Trevor is unashamedly honest and open in it. I found myself getting rather emotional as a lot of what he says in the video resonated with me, and I'm sure it will resonate with you too. Sadly, in March 2019 it was announced that Nate no longer wanted to be part of the channel. I'll admit, as a viewer, I was worried it was going to be the end of Summit or Nothing, but Trevor has done an amazing job of continuing to grow the channel and releasing strong and entertaining content on a regular basis. Abbie Barnes, without doubt the most inspirational person on this list. She is the founder of the Spend More Time in the Wild project, which aims to introduce and utilise the outdoors to improve people's physical and mental well-being. Her channel consists of hiking tips and gear reviews, but what she is probably best known for is her feature-length documentaries following Abbie as she solos some of the best loved walks and hikes around the UK and beyond. If you're planning on hiking the West Highland Way, then please watch her video Learning to Thrive 100 miles along the West Highland Way first. Her attention to detail, her friendly and enthusiastic manner, mixed with her impressively professional level of production, make her videos a must-watch. All of this aside though, what draws me to this channel the most is Abbie's absolute honesty when it comes to mental health. Along with the high times, she bravely chooses to show her lows with her viewers. Sometimes this can be hard to watch, like in the video Walking the Gritstone Trail. I remember thinking that I just wanted to reach through the screen and give her a hug. Yet at the same time I felt a huge deal of admiration for the bravery it took to upload such an emotionally exposing moment. Nearly every one of us knows someone in this community who's turned to the outdoors in an attempt to improve their mental health, yet very few people talk openly about this. Abbie Barnes, we salute you. Possibly the most handsome man you will ever set eyes on YouTube. Oh come on, you didn't expect me to ignore the opportunity to promote my own channel, did you? If you're enjoying this video, then please check out the rest of the content on my channel, and if you're feeling extra generous, then please subscribe. It's just one click and it'll honestly make my day. Thank you. Okay, on with the list. Hounds of Howgate, what can I say? If you aren't already following the adventures of John and his trusty wee sidekick Moss, then you're really missing out. With some of the best Scottish patter you will ever hear on YouTube, John will have you crying with laughter. I still chuckle to myself when I think of the Guinness and Breeks incident. Check out West Highland Way, Day 6 hiking Scotland if you don't know what I'm talking about. Despite the humour though, John comes across as very knowledgeable and their videos are full of great information. I'm not ashamed to say that I use their West Highland Way series as a reference for my own trip. As someone who has lived with dogs all my life, it's heartwarming to see the bond between John and Moss. Half the joy of the channel is watching their interactions. There's a great selection of content on the channel, but in my opinion, their Cape Wrath Trail series is a must watch. Do yourself a favour and check this channel out today. Paul has been posting videos on YouTube for a few years now. The channel is a healthy mix of backpacking, camping, wild camping and gear reviews. I first found his videos in 2017 when searching for bushcraft content. There is a scarcity of UK bushcraft videos. Most seem to come from the US, so it was, and to be honest still is, refreshing to find good UK videos such as Paul's. Paul's channel is one of my go-tos when I can't get outdoors. His filming and narration create very peaceful and calming videos, almost tranquil at times. If you appreciate the quiet solitude of solo hiking, the unrushed pace, the breathing space, removing yourself from society for the briefest of moments, if you appreciate all these things, Paul's videography and editing manages to capture those feelings perfectly. In my opinion, his camping videos are the closest you can get to what it feels like being on a solo hike in camp whilst not actually being there. Now hosting his own spin-off gear review channel, The Outdoor Gear Show, Paul Messner is someone else you should definitely be watching. So, this may be cheating slightly, but my next choice is technically two channels, Girl Outdoors and Bushwacker Man. If you're looking for great UK bushcraft videos, then these are the channels to watch. Despite being so young, Becky Girl Outdoors is extremely knowledgeable when it comes to bushcraft skills and survival. It's not all theory though, and she walks the walk, as her videos will show. Her practical outdoor skills are on point. As well as bushcraft, the Girl Outdoors channel covers Becky's impressive solo hikes and wild camps, as well as outdoor cooking and gear reviews. She's gained a massive following on YouTube in just a few years, and quite rightly so. So, who's Bushwacker Man then? Well, he's Becky's father. Similar to his daughter's channel featuring lots of great bushcraft and outdoor survival content, though somewhat more advanced and larger in scale and technique. Check out the series Living in a Tent Long Term, where the family live off-grid in the woods for 3 whole months. As I said previously, this family do more than just talk the talk. Subscribe to both channels and you will get to witness a side of the outdoors that most of us rarely get to experience. Russ created his channel in 2017 and it quickly became one of my favourites. When it comes to UK hikers covering more exotic locations such as Everest and Indonesia, I'd recommend checking his channel out. I was also really looking forward to Russ's planned PCT series, but he sadly had to drop out and return to the UK due to the pandemic. The main reason I watch his channel though is the gear reviews. Russ is precise, in depth, but most importantly his reviews are no nonsense and honest. Most of the products reviewed are pretty high end and expensive, often being imported US products, so it's always good to see an independent UK hiker's unbiased take on these items, rather than receiving paid opinions from American brand ambassadors. You always have to be able to trust your gear reviewers. Russ continues to expand his Trail Hunter brand, and I for one am excited to see where he's going to take it. Steaming Boots, aka photographer Murray Wilkie, will be the last YouTuber I mention on this list. If you want the best views of the Scottish Hills, then this is the channel for you. Murray's professional eye and photographic cinematic know-how blesses the viewer with breathtaking sights most people never get the chance to experience. His videos are very well narrated to the point where every one of them feels like a self-contained story. I personally get excited when I receive a notification to tell me Murray has uploaded, because I know my senses are in for a treat. I originally came across Murray when I read his incredibly detailed blogs on walkhighlands.co.uk. If I had to pick just one Scotland's Mountains video to recommend, it would be the emotional Getting Closer to the Heavens, a perfect way to say goodbye. In fact, I challenge anyone with half a heart not to tear up after watching it. The Scots magazine also wrote an article about it. It's an emotional read and you may wish to check that out also. So those were my 10 picks for UK hiking channels I think you should be following. Do you agree with my choices? Is there anyone I've overlooked that you think deserves to be on the list? Perhaps you have a hiking channel of your own that you think people should check out. I would love to hear everyone's thoughts, so please leave a comment. As always, thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and if you want to see more of my content, please consider subscribing and clicking the notification bell. Thank you.